I'm going to take a few minutes and show you how to use EasyBib with mel.org and some other resources, and then how to export your Works Cited page right into your Google Docs. So here are a few tips to follow along with. First, you want to go to EasyBib.com. So you want to go here before you do your research. Make sure that you are logged in. So if you don't see your name or email address right here, go ahead and click on the login button. And then because we are a Google Apps school, you can just go ahead and click sign in with Google. And you will sign in automatically with your school account. So it takes a couple seconds. And once it's done, you will see either your name or your email address right here up in the corner, and then you'll know that you're logged in. So the first thing that you want to make sure to do is to open a new project. If you already have it started, you can just click here on bibliography, but otherwise you'll click new project, put your project name, and then go ahead and hit create. So once you have a project here, you want to make sure to click on bibliography and get that open. By doing that, you're going to connect everything that you do to your Works Cited page. Now, I already have 3 citations started, but I'm going to go ahead and go back and show you how I can add to this. So I'm going to jump over to Mel, which I know that many people are using for their research. And I'm going to find my resources that I used, either in the database section or by searching at home. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the main page and just do a search here. So I'm going to just do video game violence as my topic and search and see what comes up. And I have a few options here. So the first one is an ebook from a Mel database. So when I click on that, I can see a little bit of information here. If I want the whole thing, I can click PDF. If I want to check a certain section, I can click the table of contents. But what I really want to do is over here look at my toolbar. And I have the option to cite it or to export it. Now, if you click on cite, you will see that you have the option of clicking export to bibliographic management software. And by doing that, you can do a direct export to EasyBib. I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and then from EasyBib I'm going to click import, and you will notice now where I started with 3 citations, I now have 4. So it added my violence in video games, and I have a duplicate here, but that's fine. So I added a record there. Now that's one way to import your database information. So if I jump back over here to mel.org and look and say, well, here's a different article that I want to use, I can go ahead and click on the article. And you've already done some of your research, so this is something you would do by going back to your article. Now, typically what you'll do is click View Full Text first, and it takes you right to the database. And it looks just a little bit different in here. So this one's from Academic OneFile. And on this side, you'll notice I have the option for citation tools. So when I click on that, this one gives me the citation, but also gives me the choice to export it to EasyBib. So by clicking there, I can go ahead, and now I've got 5 citations. So it added my citation right here to my list, and now I can keep on working. Now, not every database in mel.org has access to EasyBib itself. So I'm going to show you a little shortcut you can use if you're searching in a database that doesn't talk to EasyBib. I know the Britannica don't typically do that, so I'm going to go ahead and click in Britannica and say that I am in middle school and do my search. And just grab an article just to kind of make it go quickly here. So I'm going to click the first choice that pops up just for a sample. And when I'm in here, I can see I have my whole article, but my features look a little bit different. Up here, you can favorite an article, you can print, you can email, but it does have a cite option. So when I click here, you will notice that what pops up is the type of citation and then a sample, but there's no export button. All I'm going to do is highlight this citation. I'm going to copy it, Control-C, and I'm going to go back to my EasyBib. And instead of talking to EasyBib itself, I'm just going to paste it in. So I'm going to go ahead and click Database. And then when you do that, you have the option to copy and paste. So by doing that, I can just jump right in here, paste my citation in exactly as it was from the database, click Create Citation, and it's adding it to my project for me. So now I have 6 citations. I started with 3 and I just did 3 samples. So here is my sample that I just pasted in. Now once you have all of your resources in your database, your next step is going to be to export the entire thing to Google Docs. So when I click export here, my second option is save to Google Docs. By doing that, you're already signed into your Google account ahead of time. So it will just make a document right in your Google Drive. And by clicking this link, you can get right in there, and you'll notice the nice thing about it is it formats your works cited page for you exactly the way it's supposed to be. So you can scroll through and see everything's alphabetized, everything's indented, italicized, bolded, and so on. Now, a nice option you have if you're doing your works cited page first is I can click Insert Page Break. And when I do that, it makes my works cited its own page. And I can start writing my paper right here. I'm going to left align and start writing my research paper right here. It will always keep the works cited page as the last page in my project. What you should do then is just go ahead and rename your paper. And those are some tips for using EasyBib, Mel.org, and your Google Docs. Thanks.